The world will forever be fascinated by celebrities taking the holy vow of matrimony. And while some stars seem to secretly enjoy having intense media coverage leading up to their I do's, we're looking at you, Kimye. The marriage news of some other celebrity couples has caught us off guard, to say the least. I mean, heck, we didn't even know some of these couples were dating until they were already bonded for life. So in honor of these stealthy couples, we are breaking down 15 secret celebrity nuptials you seriously did not see coming. Coming in at number 15 on our list is the infamous 55-hour marriage of Britney Spears and Jason Alexander. Oh, and FYI, Jason is Brit's childhood pal, not to be confused with George from Seinfeld, just so we're clear. These two eloped in Las Vegas in January of 2004 and then had the marriage annulled a mere 55 hours later. So as far as we can tell, these two just kind of got hitched for the heck of it, and not because they were deeply in love. But still, it doesn't make it any less shocking. The next duo on our list is a TV couple that just about everybody can appreciate. It's Rory Gilmore and Pete Campbell. We mean Alexis Bledel and Vincent Kartheiser, who land the number 14 spot on our list. So these two met on the set of Mad Men back in 2012. Then they got engaged in early 2013. Cut to August 2014 when it was revealed the couple had secretly wed 2 months earlier in June. They were able to keep it under the wraps for a whole 2 months? Well played, you two. Lucky number 13 on our countdown is the surprise wedding that went down between Zachary Levi and Missy Peregrine in June of 2014. These two got hitched in Hawaii, then took to Twitter to slyly announce their union by wearing Mr. and Mrs. hoodies and saying they had a, quote, unreal coffee date, adding the hashtag married in Maui. I mean, we didn't even know they were engaged. Moving right along, the number 12 couple on our list is yet another TV twosome that had the internet swooning. Seth Cohen and Blair Waldorf. I mean, Adam Brody and Leighton Meester. Sorry, I don't know why that keeps happening, but I do have to say that my hold on reality is questionable at best, but that's another story. Anyways, yes, fans everywhere were surprised when these two got engaged at the end of 2013, but even more shocking was their quickie wedding a few months later in February of 2014. The couple even enjoyed a whole whopping 2 weeks just basking in their newlywed glow before the whole world found out about their marriage. So wait, was Gossip Girl on vacation or something? Another surprise wedding duo that we are happy to report is still going strong is Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon, who land the number 11 spot on our countdown. These two surprised, well, just about everybody when they tied the knot in a secret Bahamas ceremony in April 2008 after only dating for a couple of months. But what was even more shocking than these two getting hitched? It has to be the humongous Mariah tattoo that Nick got on his back. And people, if that is not commitment, then I don't know what is. All right, landing the number 10 spot on our countdown are soon-to-be parents Zoe Saldana and Marco Perrigo. This one is pretty surprising because of the timeline behind it. So Zoe was in a long-term relationship with Keith Britton before the two went their separate ways in 2011 after 11 years together. Then, right after that, she began dating Bradley Cooper on and off until about 2013. Then, 5 months after calling it quits with B Coops, ba-bam, she goes and marries Marco in June of 2013. But hey guys, when you know, right? Plus, now they're expecting twins, and I think it's safe to say they're going to be the most gorgeous children on the planet. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard might take the number 9 spot on our list, but they take the number 1 spot in our hearts for the chillest wedding of all. These two got engaged in late 2009, but decided not to tie the knot until same-sex marriage was legalized in California. Then, in 2013, their wish was granted when Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act fell, which quickly led Kristen to ask for Dax's hand in marriage via Twitter. I love technology. On October 17th of that same year, the two were headed over to the Beverly Hills courthouse to pick up their marriage license when someone asked them if they just wanted to get married right then and there, and guess what? They did. In fact, they later revealed that the whole thing cost them $142. We got some high rollers over here. The number 8 celebrity couple on our list had a wedding that was so secret they only invited one person. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner married in June 2005 after getting engaged in April of that same year after a little less than a year of dating. The two tied the knot in Turks and Caicos, with Jennifer's Alias co-star Victor Garber officiating the ceremony. And yes, as I'm sure you've guessed, he was the sole guest we were referring to. Landing the number 7 spot on our countdown is none other than Cher Lloyd and Craig Monk. The Want You Back singer surprised many when it was revealed that she had married her longtime beau in November of 2013, as she posted a photo from their ceremony on her Instagram a whole 2 days later. The next twosome who got married on the sly is Scandal star Kerry Washington and football player Nnamdi Asomugha. Now, they are snagging the number 6 spot on our big list. Kerry's notoriously quiet about her private life, but she took things to a whole new level when she married the football star in June of 2013. They were able to keep their nuptials under wraps for well over a week before the word got out. I think even Olivia Pope would be proud. Am I right? Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green have been married for over 4 years now, and their hush-hush ceremony lands them the number 5 slot on our countdown. These two were very much on again and off again, but they've basically been together since 2004 when Megan was 18. They were actually engaged 2 years later, but then they ended up splitting up in early 2009. Cut to June 2010, the two got re-engaged, then married a few weeks later with only Brian's son in attendance. It sounds perfect. Landing the number 4 spot on our countdown is none other than Beyonce and Jay Z. So nowadays we know them to be honest and open about their union. I mean, heck guys, she called one of her latest tours the Mrs. Carter Show. But during the beginning of their relationship, these two pretty much always kept their mouths shut. And it's not really so much their actual wedding that was surprising. FYI, they tied the knot in April 2008. But the aftermath of their ceremony was just as private, if not more so. We didn't even get the slightest peek at B's wedding dress until she showed a short glimpse of it in her 2011 music video, I Was Here. And all the secrecy kind of makes us love them even more. Moving right along, we have Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock snagging the number 3 spot on our list. These two got engaged back in December of 2012, and shortly after, reports of a huge fall wedding started swirling. However, Kelly backtracked and mentioned that she wanted to elope instead, and she sort of got her wish as the two were married in a quiet, intimate ceremony in October of 2013, and then announced the news on Twitter the next day. And in our number 2 spot of super secret celebrity weddings, we have Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. These two got married in September of 2012, where they filmed the movie The Notebook. Are you freaking kidding me? Can you guys think of a more romantic place to get married? Anyways, the world was quite surprised to learn that these two had married, mainly because it was pretty quick and people didn't even really realize they were engaged. They started dating in October 2011, just a few weeks after she had split from Leonardo DiCaprio, who she dated for about 7 months. Also, they met on the set of The Green Lantern and did a whole press tour together, and then bam, they're dating, and then they're married. They did give a little sneak peek at their gorgeous wedding to Martha Stewart's magazine, which is essentially the highest of all wedding honors, so kudos to the happy couple. All right, we have finally arrived. Coming in at number 1 on our list of most surprising celebrity weddings is Naya Rivera and Ryan Dorsey. I am still in shock. So these two tied the knot in an intimate ceremony in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico in July of 2014. And it's safe to say that pretty much, well, nobody saw this coming. Naya was fresh off ending her engagement to Big Sean in April, when 3 months later, some photos of her and a hot mystery man getting close in Mexico surfaced. Cut to a few days later, and we all learned that they had already been married for like 2 days at the point that said photos surfaced. I know what you're thinking. What the heck? But my friends, this is the definition of sneaky. Oh, and apparently this was the date she had set for herself and Big Sean, so some are saying that that's why the quickie wedding happened. Interesting. Either way, big time congrats go out to the happy couple. And with that, we are concluding our epic journey of the most secret celebrity weddings of all time. Now we want to know, which one was the most surprising to you? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section right on down here. Then click over here to get a breakdown of all of the TV couples we love most. Also, hit that subscribe button for everything Clevver News. I'm your host, Jocelyn Davis. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.